You are going to feel very spiritually attuned. You are going to be very tuned in. You are going to feel connected in February. I feel like you're going to be very aware of your environment and very self-aware in February. We also got the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. The dog spirit was also on the bottom. Be loyal to what you love. Some of you may be very focused on what it is you do, or a project or a goal in February. Some of you are spiritual guides or light workers. I feel like there's some knowledge that you have mastered over time, and I feel like in February you are going to be asked to share this knowledge or turn this knowledge into wisdom, something that you can share with the world or with others. I feel like you're being called upon to trust in yourself. Whatever goals you have in February, or whatever it is that you are being intuitively nudged at, is going to be a good idea of what you are being called to share in February. I feel like you are going to make something happen in February that maybe you have been working on. The wolf is a powerful symbol of mastery through hard work. And when I say hard work, I don't just mean physical labor. I also mean mental labor, spiritual labor, emotional labor. I feel like you have become very refined. We're going to have a look now at the situation showing up for the collective in February 2026. Chariot energy coming out, and I had this come out for the reading on Sunday. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of fast movement for you. I feel like this energy and this movement is going to be very focused, very directed, very balanced. You know what you're going for. You know what you're acting on. You know why you're doing this. Something is very aligned for you in February. Or something is going to align for you in February, and it's going to make a lot of sense. See what else we have. King of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're going to be very action-oriented. I don't feel like you're going to be in your head a whole lot. You're not going to be in your emotions a whole lot. I feel like you're going to be in February. You're going to be feeling like this is the month to act. I feel like you're going to be coming from a place of inspired action, passionate energy, desire. And it's not that you aren't connected to your emotions. You're very strongly connected to your intuition. I just feel like you trust yourself. You trust yourself to do whatever you are being called to do in February. The King of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to be coming from a place of intellect. You're going to be using your knowledge and turning this into wisdom. You're going to be acting intellectually, mentally in February, intuitively. You're just going to be acting from a place of knowing. You don't have to overthink. You don't have to be in your emotions about this. You already know. You trust the process. You are moving ahead with something. For some of you, this is going to be the month where you say yes to something and actually put it into motion. This may have been strongly connected to your emotions in the past. You may have had to heal, or you may have had to go through some emotional buildup or some emotional situations in the past to get to this point. In the past, I feel for some of you, you may have allowed your emotions to sometimes overrule your boundaries with others or certain situations. Maybe you are somebody that other people rely on, but at the expense of yourself. I feel like this month it's going to be very different. This month you're going to have solid boundaries. This is intuitive wisdom. This is a natural intelligence. I don't just mean like intelligence of what you know. I feel like this is an inward intelligence, built from resilience, built from knowledge, built from things that you have learned and experienced. Before I move on to the further outcomes and advice, I'm just going to have a look at the shadow aspect. So we've got suppression. Express, don't suppress. I feel like in the past there is something that you may have suppressed. Maybe it was yourself that you were suppressing, or something about yourself, or you weren't taking action on what you felt you were being called to do. Maybe you were doing what others were telling you to do, or you were too influenced. I feel like that has changed for you. I feel like it's going to be very important to express yourself. It's going to be very important to be authentic, because there's something that you're trying to build. There's something that you're going to act on that is going to require your authenticity and your mastery. You've also got defiance. Again, this pairs very well with suppression. There's something that you're defying, you're going against the norms, you're going against what you've been told. Even your own self. You're even going against yourself, and maybe you recognize certain patterns or cycles within yourself and you've had enough of it. And we've also got patience. I feel like you've been very patient. You've also got 2 ravens here. I feel like you are being guided and you have very intuitive guides around you. You are being nudged towards this path. You are being nudged to make this decision. They bring messages to you. They guide you. They show up around you for synchronicities to show you that you're on the right path. So your spirit guides are around you. If you need guidance, if you have any questions, if you want to know if you're making the right choices, reach out to your spirit guides, ask for synchronicities, ask for signs, because they are around you. You have very strong spiritual energy around you, and you're very in tune, very connected, but it's going to be very important to stay open, because this is here, and you may have in the past suppressed yourself or suppressed certain things that you've wanted to do. It's going to be very important to keep that open, to not block your energy, to not block yourself off from the decisions that you want to make. Express yourself authentically. We're just going to get a bit of advice now. We've got the King of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this decision that you're going to be making, while very intuitive and comes from a place of mastery and intuitive intelligence, it's not going to be ego-based. There's going to be no ego in this, and it's going to be very important to recognize that. It's very difficult to be authentic if you're being ruled by ego. Also, if you do have somebody in February around you that is trying to influence you, it will be important for you to distance yourself from people who are trying to influence you away from what you feel is right, what you are feeling called to do, the changes that you are trying to make. It is good to be open-minded. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying not to hear people out or to hear their perspective, but you could have somebody around you who creates a little bit of resistance for you. Don't take this as a sign that you're not meant to do what you're meant to do. This is a reflection of other people usually when they're so passionate about, preventing you from doing something. If you know it comes from a genuine place, if you know it isn't harmful, okay? Something may have to be sacrificed this month in order to make this decision. Something that was heartbreaking or something that was very heavy and hard for you may have been the catalyst for this change or this decision. This doesn't have to be tied to personal relationships or romantic relationships, but it could be for some of you. I feel like this is very important to you, and it's very important to your personal growth. So it's going to be important to trust yourself, to listen to yourself and listen to your guides, because you have a lot of messengers and guides around you at this time. While some part of this decision may feel heartbreaking or difficult to do, it will be necessary, I'm seeing. The important thing is going to be to listen to yourself and listen to where you are being called towards. Just going to get one more message. I'm getting authority energy here, father energy. Some of you could be dealing with an authority figure or a father. Maybe an older brother or a friend. Whoever it is. I feel like somebody else could be involved next month in February in some way in your decision. I've also got the 3 of Cups in reverse. You may have to say no to some people. You may have to say no to some events in order to make this a reality or to do what you need to do. That's going to be totally okay. That's actually going to benefit you because this is coming out in your advice. So take some time for yourself in February. Take some time out for reflection. Get clear on where it is that you're going, what you want to do. This is going to be your month for that. This is the month for you. February is the month for you, okay? Not for everybody else. You may have to miss out on some things, but I feel like it's going to be worth it. And the clarity is coming from you and your guides right now. We've got patience again. That's 2 messages of patience. I feel like you have been very patient and you're still going to be required to be patient, okay? So while you're going to be acting very quickly, it needs to be balanced. It can't be from a place of expecting or rushing or impatience, because I feel like that could cause a bit of heartache for you. The card says just a few more months, good things come to those who wait, okay? So just hang in there, whatever you are preparing for, whatever you are building here. You're going to see momentum in the months ahead. February is your catalyst for those that I'm speaking to who resonate with this message. We've also got a yes. Luck is on your side. So this is going to be a very nice outcome for you if you are able to maintain your patience, You don't need to shut people out, but it's also going to be very important for you to have boundaries with distractions or people who may be trying to pull you away from this direction. You know, you have knowledge you can turn into wisdom. So use your wisdom, use your discernment in February for your decisions. Balanced decisions. Head and heart working together. Okay. All right, that's what I have for you. I wish you the very best in February. Give the video a like and comment if this resonated with you. Tell me about your situation. I always look forward to your comments. I look forward to hearing about your situations. I always try my best to respond. And I do also offer personal readings. If that's something that you're interested in, that will be in my description. I can do personal monthly readings as well if that's something that you're interested in. I don't have that listed on my Patreon, but if you send me an email, a personal email, which I also have on my channel, then I can set something up for you, okay? I open monthly readings at the end of every month, 2 weeks at the end of every month. If that's something that you're interested in, you can reach me there. All right, so I wish you the best in February. All right, so thank you again for watching, and I will see you next month.